channel. If you're new here, my name's Shannon. I typically do content about thrifting and reselling on sites like Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari, but today we have a bit of a different video for you guys. If you're normally here for my reselling content, don't go anywhere. I'm gonna still do reselling content. I just talked about a few videos ago that I'm sort of branching out my YouTube channel and doing other topics that I'm also passionate about. One of those is being personal finance. I know, it's kind of surprising. I never thought I would be doing a YouTube video about this a few years ago, but here we are. So today's video is going to be about how I paid off my car in 6 months. And I'm gonna preface this video by saying I ended up trading my car down, which means that I had a certain amount paid off. I had a lot of it paid off already. And then what I did was I traded my car into Carvana, and I ended up trading that in, getting money from Carvana, which they pay you the same day as they pick it up from your house. You don't even have to go anywhere. They pay you the same day. And then I got a car that was completely paid off with that money. So now I have no car payment. I also ended up, by doing that, basically cutting in half my car insurance bill every month. And I think the reason for that is because I'm driving a car that's paid off now, and I think when you owe money on a car, your insurance is a bit higher. I think it's also due to the fact that my car now is 5 years older than the car I had. So I think those are a couple factors there, but I'm not an expert on car insurance, so I can't really speak to that. And these tips can still apply even if you're not looking to trade down. If you're just looking to pay off your current car loan and keep that car, these tips are still applicable, so stick around. Our market is insane right now, guys. And okay, part of the reason, let's back up a little bit. Part of the reason I wanted to do this video is because I am a full-time business owner. I'm very passionate about personal finance, budgeting. I watch a lot of content about that on YouTube. And the reason being because I think that they're super intertwined. I think that in order to be a business owner, you really need to have a handle on your finances. So when I was going full-time, I sat down, I looked at every single bill that I owe, whether it be small or medium or big. Anything from your small $20 a month Netflix and $10 a month Spotify subscription to your car insurance, your car payment, whatever it might be, your groceries, all of that. I took a look, I said, what can I cut back on? How can I get my bills as low as possible? And I did that by paying off my car. Step number one is going to be, it's an obvious one, but get more income. So I picked up a full-time job at the time in order to help me pay off my debt. At the time, I owed about 16 grand on, I was driving a Mini Cooper Countryman at the time. I loved the car, but every time I went to get it fixed, that car bill was about anywhere from like 300 to 500 plus. One instance where my hood latch broke, where I could not open my hood at all. Every time I needed something fixed, I had to go to my dealership, which was more expensive. That ended up costing me $700. So after that, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pay this car down, get something else. Picked up more income. I picked up a full-time job. In addition to that, at the time, I was doing reselling part-time. So I had a business on the side, and I was still doing some pet sitting. So I had 3 jobs. I was paying anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 a month on my car loan. That's why I was able to get it down so quickly. Tip number 2 is to make your payments in 2 separate payments a month. So say you're gonna put $1,500 towards your loan that month, do that in 2 separate payments. I don't know the exact reason on that math-wise, but I've heard this tip from many budgeting channels saying it has something to do with the interest, that you'll end up paying less interest in the long run. So I highly recommend that you split those payments into 2 separate payments. Number 3 is a big tip, and that is a lot of the reason I'm making this video right now is to take advantage of this crazy car market that we have right now, meaning your car is worth a lot of money right now. In addition to that, if you're looking to replace your car, you're gonna need to shop around quite a bit because they are upcharging cars right now, which is why you're able to get so much for your car. So what I did was I paid down most of my loan for my Mini Cooper, and I'm gonna say I owed about $7,000 at the time that I traded it into Carvana. They paid me about $15,500. So I took that money and I went to Facebook Marketplace and I bought a completely paid off 2010 Toyota RAV4 for $7,500. The reason I went to Facebook Marketplace is because people don't charge near what the dealerships are charging, and you are taking a risk because you have to make sure to get the Carfax report, make sure it hasn't been in an accident, make sure the person took care of their car, they've serviced it regularly. You have to shop around. I found a really good deal. I drove 2 hours away to find this car because it only had 52,000 miles at the time. So I would highly recommend taking advantage of this car market right now, going onto Carvana, CarMax, any of these services. There are so many of them nowadays that come straight to your house, pay you the same day, which is how Carvana is, and they will pay you exactly what they say they will pay you, no negotiating, nothing, and you will have your check or your direct deposit that same day. So that's what I did. I paid down most of my loan from 16 grand to 7,000, and then I went online, searched my car value, found the best value. I searched Kelley Blue Book, CarMax, CarGurus, all of them, and I compared. Carvana was giving me the most money for my car at that time. So then I traded it down, bought something paid off. Car loan is completely gone. So I wanted to make this video to share this with you guys because now's a really good time if you're looking to trade down your car or if you're just looking to pay it off to get started, because it's just a really good time. The car market is crazy right now. You can get so much for your car, and not having a car payment, I gotta say, is like so worth it. I have absolutely zero regrets. I work from home, so I don't drive that much anyway. I drive probably less than 5,000 miles a year now, so I'm really saving so much money on an unnecessary payment per month. And just for some background information, before this, my car payment was $323 a month. I also got roped into a pet protection plan for my upholstery, like for the seating, the leather seats in my car at the time from the dealership, and that ended up to be an additional $25 a month. And I tried to refinance the car, and they told me that I couldn't refinance because I had that plan. So I would also say, if you're looking to buy a new car, don't let them rope you into any of these plans. Those are my tips, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a like, a comment, and subscribe. I might do some more videos about maybe personal finance. I don't know. Next step is to try to pay off my student loans. I'm not going to be able to put like $1,500 to $2,000 a month probably, but I'm just going to start. I think the best thing you can do is just start and try. So that's another tip, is to just get started rather than thinking about it. And I hope this video inspired someone out there, and that you can get your car paid off as soon as you can, lower your finances. Now I really don't have that many bills, which is great. So I highly recommend doing that if you're stressed about finances. See where you can cut back, what are unnecessary things that you don't need, and go from there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you're also interested in finance, you might be interested in being frugal and thrifting, which is what my channel is all about. So give me a like, a comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for notifications every time I post a video. Thanks so much for watching, guys.